Welcome to the Morris Chirka Show, a humor broadcast where we hear the thoughts of experts to help you laugh more and live life more fuller.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? I am with this gentleman right here, and this gentleman is Sam Mitchell. He is a host of the successful podcast, the podcast Autism Rocks and Rolls. As someone on an autism spectrum, Sam has built a platform dedicated to challenging the misconceptions about autism and celebrating individual success. With over 18.3 thousand downloads, his podcast features notable guests like, get this here, NASCAR Armani Williams and autism advocate Dr. Temple Grandin. I hope I pronounced that right. Beyond podcasting, Sam is a motivational speaker, entrepreneur, and check this out, a TEDx Youth speaker, recognized in the top 10 of the People's Choice Podcast Awards. High five to you on that one. And in the top 200 podcasts in Canada. His mission is to show the world that those with autism are not broken and don't need fixing. Sam would be a viable and inspiring guest on your show in your event. Sam, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you guys so much. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. Thanks for letting me come.
Right on. So Sam, I said a whole bunch of great things here about you. Please tell me more about you. We'd love to get to know you.
All right. So, yes, I am the host of the podcast, Autism Rocks and Rolls. It's a podcast about autism and how we cope with daily struggles that you may or may not understand. Through the podcast, it's grown so much. I've helped sponsors, a board of 8. I have planned events in my hometown, Indiana, which is where I'm from, and speaking engagements. I've spoken in Oklahoma, Orlando 3 times, Canada twice, Stuart, Florida, and Washington, D.C.
Wow.
And I am also a college student studying broadcasting.
Studying broadcasting. Wow, and how has that been going?
So far, so good.
Now, you've got me asking because listening to all this is amazing. Like, what decided to get you started in all this?
It started, I joined my high school's media club, and I fell in love with it so much, I just knew I had to start my own podcast. I didn't want to wait till college to expand on the skills I took through the club. That was when Autism Rocks and Rolls was born.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible. And again, I like that. 18.3 thousand downloads, creating awareness, spoke different parts of the US, spoken in Canada. You are, my friend, are an international speaker. Like, so again, everybody, you gotta throw some love in the comment here in the chat. And again, thanks Sam for this. Sam, if you don't mind me asking, how has humor helped you in your daily activities?
Well, I think laughter is the best medicine. But 2, for 15 years, I've been ignored. And when you make jokes and you start doing humor, people lock their eyes on you. And they're not only making this ha-ha noise that I only think we mammals make. The only type of mammals we make are humans are the only ones that I know laughing. I don't know another mammal laughing. But they give you attention. Their eyes are a lot centered on you. And I didn't have that for 15 years. So joking is a way of attention for me.
Yeah. Because you were saying nobody was paying attention to you for 15 years, and all of a sudden you start telling jokes. Now you feel that people are like, again, they're recognizing, they're noticing you.
Yep.
And don't make me asking here, because Sam, you have to please forgive me. I'm really, really ignorant about autism. How does someone with autism view humor?
That is a great question. I did a full episode on it. So the way they view humor is it doesn't recognize with them. It either flies above their head or we have our own sense of humor. Mine's just no filter, nasty humor. Nasty. Let's say it's not rated R, it's rated X.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay.
You can ask my family. We nasty and we bad.
Right, and even like it's funny because for all the viewers out there, I always ask my guests, "Hey, is there a joke that you'll love to share?" And Sam, you're like, just like you said, we got no filter. If you want this PG rating, this is not it. and and but the nice thing is, even though you share the humor, which may come across X-rated, your heart is in the right place.
Right. So although I might make a wee wee joke, let's call it that, I will go to bat for you. Would I take a bullet for anyone because that's who I am? Yes.
Wow. So so like I said, someone with autism, right, may not be understood, like I said, the joke there, how, yeah, it's no filter. It's, again, pretty right in your face. Definitely blow someone out of their comfort. Yet, you are there. You need me? You want me to take that bullet for you? I got you. Right.
I've taken too many bullets. This one I'm used to it. But unfortunately I took it on too many times for the wrong person. But as I got older, I'm taking up for the right people.
Taking the bullet for the wrong people. That's gotta hurt.
It does. Because I thought they were my friend, yet all they were was just someone who was just tolerating my behaviors because they felt sympathy.
Hmm. Wow. Yeah, I have a, it's interesting because every single person out there faces some form of discrimination. I don't, like myself. I started getting bald at 24 years old. Right. Um, I got chrome dome and insulted and all that. And yeah, some people you thought you're friends and they're not. That's tough. And and when you deal with those tough times, right? Like, what kind of comedy helps you to feel more relaxed, right? Like, what kind of comedy do you like watching or listening or?
It's the no filter. It's when someone does something completely idiotic. Like when someone does something stupid and people are like, why would you do that? For me, they're like, oh, what are you doing? You keep doing like running their mouth. I'm in the corner going, oh, eating my popcorn with my 3D glasses because it's just a show in my eyes.
Right, right, yeah. So you really um, take in humor in such a different way than a lot of us. Like, you don't take it as personal. I could say, if I'm more saying it wrong.
No, you're probably right. But some people, like, I've had a couple of guests on the show. They were on my favorite show, World's Dumbest. Brad Lockley and Judy Gold. They have no filter whatsoever. Like, they're worse. Like, Judy Gold literally made fun of the Holocaust. That says something to me. Now, that's my line. I will not joke about something that could kill you. I've never in my life made a joke about cancer. Will not do that.
Good.
I'll not make a joke about an event itself. So, for example, 9/11. Am I probably going to make a joke about Osama bin Laden? Probably. Not, and I'm not going to make fun of him taking the planes in there. I'm just going to make fun of the way he looks, probably.
Right.
But am I going to make fun of 9/11 itself? No.
And that's awesome how, even though you said earlier, when you give jokes, no filter at all. And yet what I'm hearing is you still have filters. Because again, we're all human, we all bleed red. And you, from what I can tell, you're a very caring man. Otherwise, you would not be doing this autism awareness.
Yeah, my caring is with my actions and not the words. Because the words with these jokes have made a lot of people angry.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Words have literally started wars. And how have you used humor to diffuse a situation?
Well, I mean, I try to make it at the right time. I try to, but sometimes it's not needed. That's the problem. Is we make the joke, but those on special think it's an appropriate time, but in reality, it's not. I swing the shot, really. If I get smacked on the back of the head for it, metaphorically, oh well.
I can tell you many times I open my mouth when I should have kept it quiet. Or say a joke when I shouldn't have. And you know what? I'm human. We're human. And we learn that way. Right? Don't make me asking. So what are some of the things you're doing in creating awareness?
Well, I mean, the events are one thing. What's coming up on our line here? What we have coming up is we have a selling food at Harley, and then the speed engagements. I'm going to West Virginia and possibly Houston. But then we'll also be selling food at Harley Davidson. I just had a poker run up in at Indiana, motorcycle poker run. And I had a couple of summer concerts, benefit concerts.
Wow.
And then each year we host our gala in April, because April is Autism Acceptance Month, although it should be all year around.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's this is different. I have a brother with a developmental disability. And I can't imagine how it must be like for him to live his life. I can see from the outside, but it's different being within. And love him very much. I love his innocent, pure laughter. When he laughs it, right? So, but now tell me some of your events. Oh, actually, before we go into some of your events here, everybody, we're gonna take a quick minute. We're gonna take a little break, and we're gonna hear more about Sam. I'll see you back in a bit.
When Sam was diagnosed with autism, his parents didn't focus on what he could not do. No, They celebrated what he could do. From his early challenges to becoming a podcasting sensation, Sam's journey is a testament to resilience, love, and the power of education. Today, Sam runs Autism Rocks and Rolls, a non-profit changing the way the world sees autism. With nearly 16,000 downloads and a growing community, Sam's voice is making a difference. Sam Mitchell proved that with love and support, anything is possible. Join the movement. Celebrate the possibilities.
And welcome back, everybody. It is great. And here we are again. We have Sam Mitchell. Sam Mitchell has autism. But here's what the best part about it is. He is a TEDx speaker. He is an advocate to bring awareness. He is creating international speaker. Sam, like, you are a hero in my book. So tell me, what are some of the things you do at your events?
Well, one example is we had an all abilities choir. It's our board member, one of our board members is the director of a choir, and all of those choir members have some form of a disability. I don't know if it's all autism. I haven't asked. I think it's mostly autism. But I think there's also some other ones in there that are physical too.
Okay.
But they went on stage and they were able to perform a couple times for us.
Wow. Now, please forgive me. And again, I'm ignorant here. There's so much out there in this world I don't know. Physical autism? Like,
Well,
what?
I think some was like, I was trying to describe, so autism usually comes with a coexisting disability. So it's autism and ADHD, or maybe it's autism and they can't, stand up straight for some reason.
Okay. So it's usually paired with something else. Okay.
Gotcha. There you go.
Okay.
ADHD.
ADHD?
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. Like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? I could have probably do this if someone in my door was right now blabbing in my left ear. I'd tell them to shut up.
All right. All right. And I'm assuming your filter is quite different, even in everyday general conversation.
Yeah, I have no fear of telling you if you're doing something stupid, I will call you out on it. They'll call you out. You can ask my friends, trust me, and they know. But I'm a lot of guy who will be like, okay, what you're doing is stupid, but here's what we can do. It's not like, oh, it's stupid. Bye, have a nice day. It's all right. Here's what we can do instead. If it were me and you're being smart, this is what we need to do.
Wow. And so because you say they're stupid, you're very honest.
Right. And I don't say, well, you're stupid. I said, bub, you're acting stupid.
That's a big difference. Because telling someone stupid, they take it personally, like, hey, I'm stupid. And when you say, hey, you're acting stupid, it's not them, it's the thing they're doing.
Yeah.
Wow. And so no, that's incredible. So what other things do you do at the events?
Well, my dad kind of grew up on Harleys, and that's how he started the poker run. Was my dad kind of came up with the idea, and it worked out well. It's actually one of my favorite. It's probably, believe it or not, my favorite event to do. And I've ridden on a motorcycle once. I just can't drive, so I can't drive. But I like the motorcycles because of the sound it makes, and sometimes the smell of gasoline.
Ooh. Yeah, like those muscle
You can
cars.
tell I'm a bit of a country boy, as you can imagine.
Wow. No, that's incredible. Right. It sounds like your dad is like amazing here, right? Very supportive and kind, and to create this awareness, like again, very incredible there. Uh, what tips can you offer to somebody who's new and doesn't understand autism?
Well, what we need to understand is it's not a death sentence. There's a spectrum of autism, right? There's people on like the lower end who may not understand, and I hate to say low functioning, I think it's too harsh. I would say the mindset of. So when you hear autism, they think they have the mindset of a 3-year-old, which means they're going to be living at home for the rest of their life. They're going to be not working. They're going to be in diapers 24/7.
Okay.
They're not going to understand to brush their teeth. Excuse me, my voice cracked there. They're not going to understand how to incorporate in conversation. I got a friend who pretty much has a phrase to start off the conversation. He doesn't know that, okay, you don't start off with a conversation like that. He'll say it just because he feels like it's not really part of the conversation. He just says it. Right? But the problem is that's what most people think of when they're on the autism spectrum. People are forgetting there's this other side.
Okay.
Where they may have to live at home for the rest of their life, but they can still do stuff. They can art. They can do cooking for you. They might be able to drive a vehicle. They might be able to live interdependently. But then there's another population who can do things with assistance, and maybe, may I say, not minimal, but less support needs compared to this person. I still have support needs. I'm on the high end, but I can still go to college clearly. I can work. Can I drive? No. But can I pay attention and take classes still in college? Yes. And that's the side people are ignoring. And that's what's very aggravating. It's not all just this one person who has the mindset of a 3-year-old. It's that plus these other two populations.
Wow. At what percentage do you find that? Because again, as you said, a lot of us people, general public, thinks low functioning. What is the percentage do you think that is low versus functional, like high percentage?
Well, I'm going to have to skip that question on you because that's a question for a doctor. It's one I cannot tell you. Like, I literally don't know.
And that's okay. And that's that honesty I really like. And I wish more people were honest like you. Okay. Uh, now, what can people do? Right? Because what are some of the do's and don'ts, if you don't mind me asking?
The do's and don'ts of autism. That's a good one. The don'ts is you're not patient with us. It's going to be a living nightmare for both sides.
Right.
The do's is also advocate when needed. Some schools are better than others when it comes to following IEPs. You got to study the laws. You need to know them. And you need to know if they're being robbed by the system. I met many people in my life who were robbed by the system.
Robbed by the system.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they didn't get the services they needed.
Ah. Right. That's got to be tough. And not just for autism, but for all sorts of people. not getting the support you need. And that's one thing is nice as time goes by. 20, 50, 60, 100 years ago, people did not know different types of personalities, different types of functionality. Look at it wasn't that long ago when a bunch of doctors, they would deliver babies and then do autopsies in the morning and then deliver babies in the afternoon, and they can't figure out why babies and mothers are dying. Is because they never washed their hands. And it took 30 years, I think it was, for the doctors to really go, oh, maybe we should. So it's all this process of understanding.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, I want to share a joke with you. And what is the best present that you can give somebody? A broken drum. Nobody can beat that. uh, right. That's me and my dad jokes. And Sam, uh, any last comments that you would like to share with our viewers?
Well, I think this isn't really words of wisdom. I think it's just the truth of life. If the world could be nice and not act so stupid, don't you think we get along so much better?
You heard it right there, right from Sam Mitchell. Right. Hey, oh, looks like you're about to say something here, Mitch. Sorry, Sam. Sorry, my bad there.
Nope, but thank you for having me again. It was fun.
Everybody, Sam Mitchell. You want to get to know more? Check in the links below for his website, his contact information. You can tell he loves to travel across the States and Canada. Bring him out to your event, both in person, online, or your podcast. This gentleman is incredible. Sam, thank you very much. And everybody out there, make sure to click, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.